Sawadee and good afternoon. Today is Friday, April the 10th, 2020. I'd like to give a summary, English language summary translation of the press briefing as we have been doing in the past days. Firstly, to begin with, that yesterday the Prime Minister delivered a message to the general public calling on cooperation during the state of emergency, in particular during the Songkran festival next week, which is the 13th to the 15th of April. And he asked people to cooperate by staying home, maintaining social distancing, and refrain from group activities, including religious activities, while noting that there are many numerous options and ways to enjoy and observe Songkran without risking infection through close contact. The spokesperson gave the information about the general situation, the statistics, as well as the measures to date. We have, as of yesterday, 50 new confirmed cases, making the total number of confirmed cases to be 2,473. This is a new number of confirmed cases. It looks a bit more at a more stable rate. The new recoveries, we have 73 new recoveries, making the total number of recovered persons to be 1,013. New fatalities, we have one new fatality, making the total number of fatalities to be 33 for Thailand. The one fatality recorded yesterday is a Thai female, aged 43, who has SLE, high fever, low blood pressure, severe lung disease, and was treated since April the 6th, and this is in Cha Cheong Sao province. So we continue to analyze the risk factors as well as the cluster sources and make use of the weekly data that we have, and data, of course, in comparison to other countries as well. One important information is about the closure, the prohibition of travel to and from various provinces around the country. We have around 15 provinces now that have announced this prohibition. The dates, of course, are variable from the range from the 26th of March until the 30th of April, or until there is a change in the order. These 15 provinces, I'll just go through the 15 provinces, but not the dates. You can check with the provincial administration of each province for the actual dates that travel to and from is prohibited. The 15 provinces are Narathiwat, Pattani, Phuket, สตูล ตราด น่าน ยะลา พัทลุง สงขลา บึงกาฬ ระนอง ร้อยเอ็ด ตรัง มุกดาหาร นครพนม and Chonburi has announced a similar measure, but only for the vicinity of Pattaya and the vicinity, closure of prohibition of travel from the 9th of April onwards as informed yesterday. Another important piece of information regarding measures is about the postponement of the opening of schools in Thailand to the 1st of July 2020 for Thai schools. For international schools, they are requested to adjust their opening date accordingly as appropriate. And of course, the schools are encouraged to adjust their teaching methods according to the government's guidelines, which might include video conferencing. For the enforcement of the curfew, just to go quickly on this, is that as of yesterday, we have a total of 1,246 cases of curfew breach. In that number, 163 warnings issued and 1,083 arrests. So we continue to call for everyone to comply with the curfew as usual. The spokesperson also talked about the repatriation of Thai nationals. The general policy is, of course, that the government is in preparation to receive all Thai nationals returning through repatriation flights from abroad, taking into consideration the capacity of communicable disease control to efficiently manage inbound passengers, and of course the 14-day mandatory state quarantine. The CCSA has actually been in discussion about this issue since yesterday, and arranging the configuration to triangulate the different factors. First is the inbound number, the second is the readiness of state quarantine, and the third is of course the medical treatment capacity. So to triangulate these three important factors. For the scheduled repatriation flights for today, there will be a flight coming in from the Netherlands at 09:30 hours. It has arrived already, and also from Singapore at 17:25 hours to repatriate 15 and 18 Thai nationals, respectively, from those countries. And of course, arrival procedures and health screening processes will be strictly applied to both flights, and all passengers subsequently put into the quarantine process in designated sites. For tomorrow, in preparation, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is coordinating for repatriation of flight arrival from Russia and Japan, and in due course from the United States as well. So we highlight this because according to the statistics, the inbound imported cases are actually one of the main causes in having the cases increase each day. Just to touch on the Songkran festival a little bit. The Songkran festival, of course, as all of you would know, is a very important time and festival for the Thai people, and of course to many of our neighboring countries in the region as well, to our ASEAN friends. And normally, many take this opportunity to go back to their home provinces and pay respects to their parents and gather for a warm family time. But unfortunately, during these trying times, these current circumstances, such activities are discouraged by the government, as they will only increase the infection rates for both the persons traveling and for their families. And to put this in perspective, of course, to reduce such risks, people should refrain from congregating and in activities, group activities, and paying respect according to tradition to the elderly, of course, can be modified a bit to be a kind of a in a virtual manner, a remote, by telephone call, by line, and pouring holy water, according to Thai tradition, on Buddha images instead of in person. And of course, we discourage the playing of water splashing and holding of activities that will gather many people in one place, and from traveling back to their destinations as well. So instead of this conventional way of celebrating Songkran festival, everyone should maintain social distancing, staying at home. This may cause inconveniences, as we have announced quite often, but it's crucial, it is important, it is vital in ensuring the swift return to normalcy that we can all get through these trying times together. It requires self-discipline, of course, patience, and remember that the sacrifice of others, such as the medical personnel, they also have to have they also give that sacrifice to us. So it's only appropriate that we have to share this burden. And to this end, Bangkok, the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, as well as several other provinces, have put in place the prohibition on sales of alcoholic beverages from the 10th to the 20th of April 2020, as announced yesterday. This is announced in regards to the safety concerns arising from people gathering, or the accidents or reckless actions that can put everyone in danger. But please kindly check with your respective provincial administration for more information. So in summary, the Songkran festival, we encourage you to stay home and maintain social and physical distancing. Consider more unconventional approaches. If you're bored at home, of course, you can watch television as usual. There is free television applications, watching movies together, or on streaming sites, or use messaging or line applications to communicate. And of course, there are also virtual tours, for example, to explore the world on the internet, and museums as well. So this is very important, and this is the recommendation that we have. This is the summary of the press conference that I have for today. We hope that you will continue to comply and provide your very important cooperation to the announcements made for curfew and other measures involved. Thank you very much. From the Center for COVID Situation Administration, or CCSA. Good afternoon. สวัสดีครับ